What do you get when you give 2 adults an unlimited amount of time in the thrift store with no kids? I guess we're about to find out. Hey friends, welcome back to Bookmark with Jess, or if you're new here, I'm Jess and I'm so excited to share thrifting content with you. Today is a really fun video because my husband and I are about to go on a little thrift date, and that honestly feels like a luxury because we're gonna get to do it kid-free, so we can take as much time as we want. I'm super excited to do this. Let's go. I was super excited to be going to the thrift store with my husband. He is actually such a fun person to shop with. He has really good style and he kind of loves thrifting as well. And sometimes he's the voice of reason when I look at something that doesn't make a lot of sense. He just is very good about saying, does that really go with the vibe we're going for in our home? And I have to think about it, and he's usually right, but don't tell him I said that. Having him there also makes it so much easier to record just in the moment clips of us talking, because it's just new to me to be in the thrift store talking essentially to myself. So having him there kind of eases that for me, and it made it a lot easier to get some really candid moments. I really loved this tray, but my husband reminded me that we don't love snowmen in our house. I just loved the holly leaves and I thought it would clean up so beautifully. My son loves these little bubble night lamps, but I ended up leaving it behind. I always look at the art when I go to the thrift store, mostly because you don't have to love the photo. Sometimes you can just love the frame, and that's what happened this day. I loved this frame, not the art inside, but I did end up leaving it behind after my husband took a look at it. I don't have a problem with baskets, guys. I did end up picking up this little cutie because I thought it was perfect to hold electrical chargers with. And I loved this basket as well, but my husband pointed out that there were some broken parts on it. If you need a cheap goodie for your Valentine, hit up the thrift store. Look at these gorgeous cups. I was obsessed. And then this cutie little plant. I love the basket detail. You knew I did, though. Thought it would be so cute on a shelf. I thought these little boxes with numbers on them would have been cute for the kids to kind of sort different items in the boxes for counting. They had these little china set packs all packaged up. They were kind of random china put together. I did end up picking this one up for $3.99. This one I loved as well. I love all the little farm things. I love the carrots, but my husband was not into it, so I had to leave this one behind. That's the only thing about him coming along. Now these crystal teacups, super cute. I love these, but this one was priced at $3.99, so I said, you can stay here, sweetheart. But I did want to make sure I reunited it with its friends, and that's when I realized this one was priced at $1.99. This was the little drunk Santa glasses, super cute. And then I love this little atomic molecule set. If my kids were a little bit older, I would have totally picked this up for them. But as of their ages right now, 6 and 2, there's no way they could put this together. And I know that I'm not going to hold on to it for that long. There actually ended up being 2 of these, so it made me wonder, who donated this and what they were using it for. Was it like a high school student or somebody taking college courses in organic chemistry? I just thought it was really interesting. This little back rubber thing, I had to try it out and see if it was worth its weight before paying $3.99. And Trey actually said it wasn't terrible, but it seemed like it would make me miserable, so we ended up leaving that one behind. This thrift store always has stuff like this. This is cool packs for after you have a baby and breast milk bags. And I think it's nice that those are there if somebody needs them, but also I think it shouldn't be priced quite as high as it was. I loved this little shelf and I was immediately drawn to it, but after I got a closer look at it, I decided it really just wasn't our style. It's a little bit too rustic, but it was a super solid piece, and I hope somebody picks it up who it does that match their style. Look at these roller skates. Ah! When I saw this little metal box, I was immediately intrigued, but when I opened it, it was some kind of strange power tool, and then I thought maybe I shouldn't have touched this without gloves, because what if my fingerprints are on it and it's some kind of murder weapon? I don't know, so I left that thing behind. These chairs were darling. I don't know who they belong to, but I made up a whole story in my head about it being an older couple and they've had it for so long, and that's why there's so much sun damage. And one of the chairs was really bright on one side, really dark on the other. I just thought it was really interesting the way that things change. Loved this cutie little vanity or desk. Whoever owned this before loved axolotls, and you know what? I totally get that. Same, girlfriend. I thought this was a great price too. I hope that somebody picks this up and redoes it and makes it another beautiful piece for somebody that they can enjoy it every day. I have no need for it, but I think it was such a cool piece. Look at these, Trey. Paracord placemats. Just in case you're having dinner and you have an emergency. Oh, this skirt has my heart. I saw it on the end cap and I just grabbed it immediately. I loved these pants too, but the belt loop was torn and they had a small hole, so I left those behind as well, but I love a corduroy pant. Look in here, I was really interested in this tabletop air hockey. I thought that was really cool, but then I was kind of like, oh my gosh, look at this Light Bright. Who else played with Light Bright? Then I realized there were like 8 of them. Look at that cute little shark. Little chubby shark. He reminds me of the shark from Bad Guys. You're cute too, turtle. Mr. Potato Head. You seem out of sorts. This was actually a baby quilt, and I loved the pattern on it. I've got 2 little boys, so I do not need it, but I loved the pattern. If I knew somebody having a little girl right now, I would totally have grabbed it. But had to leave it behind for the next person to enjoy. Just taking a once over of the toy aisle, I found these little guys. They were totally in the wrong section, but I thought this little jar was so cute with the little cat. It's totally cottagecore style. And then these beautiful little dishes. I actually did pick these up. I didn't show them in the haul, but I did pick them up. I liked this dress a lot until I realized it was Shein, and I'm just not going to buy stuff from Shein at the thrift store when I could probably get it new. This lamp was beautiful, but it was broken, and I just couldn't justify it because it would need a lot of work to make it livable. Look at this. Look at this. I love the board games, and then I saw Seen It Twilight. Was Twilight not just the vibe for us? I found this microscope set for my oldest son, and I thought he would really love that. He loves looking through the microscope at work, but it was missing parts. The tools and the sides were missing, and the eyepiece was not attached, so I was concerned that it may not work all the way. So I did end up leaving this behind, but it was a really cool toy. I do hope somebody who has more resources to kind of put those things together picks this up, because it was a really neat find. We saw this beautiful wedding dress for such a great price for somebody for like an elopement. Awesome. Now this bag, I have been watching it for months, literally since November, and it's now January, and that price has not changed. I am not going to pay $19.99 for that bag. I'm waiting for it to change. Found this Coldwater Creek sweater. It's super soft, super well made, and I did end up picking that up as well. I wanted to look through here and see if I could find my perfect lavender cardigan, and there were a few pieces that popped out, but nothing that really held my attention. When I saw this one, I pulled it out thinking, are you her? Are you going to be my perfect lavender cardigan? But it was cut a little too low. I love vintage tags. They're just so fun. Of course, I had to take a look at the skirts. I saw this one and thought it was going to be Lily Pulitzer, and it ended up not being Lily Pulitzer, so I did leave it behind. Saw this cute little shaky maraca skirt if you need something like that. I'm not a belly dancer, so I left it behind. Now this is just a video of me embarrassing my husband in public. I loved the colors in this rug and the next one I'm about to show, but I heard a horror story about somebody picking up a rug from a thrift store. Tell me, would you thrift a rug? Are you scared of them too? I mean, I know I could power wash it and get it really clean. I just don't know. I absolutely loved this skirt. It was new with tags and absolutely beautiful. They put the school desk out while we were there, and we had to take a break to get the best back crack you can get. I loved this carafe. I loved the pattern on it. Trey immediately said, "Why do we need that?" And I was like, "We don't need it. It's about what we love." And then this little lady, she was so coy and frisky. I loved her. I thought this Olaf cutting board was interesting because I don't really know who this is marketed to. What's it for, Trey?
It's for your wine. You have a candle, so you always know where your wine is.
In the dark.
In the dark. When your power goes out, you'll know right where the wine is, so you can drink your sorrows away.
What do you think it's actually for? I mean, like, I can't think of anything else.
That's what it's for.
Wine and candles. Or he says.
Or drinking your wine by candlelight because you're sad.
Or because you're romantic.
You see where both of our heads are.
It's not a cute hat. A good rule of thumb is you always do one last lap through the store, and I did, and I found this beautiful little hobnob vase, and I definitely took it home. Hey guys, I'm finally back. The time has finally come to do this thrift haul. I know for you it's only been half a second, but for me it's been days. Life has just been so crazy, so I have not had time to sit down and film this haul video, but I am so happy to finally be able to show you all the great treasures that we found at America's Thrift Store. So I cannot wait to show you. Let's get started. So immediately when I walked in, one of the first things that I saw, of course I saw the Christmas stuff. I had to make one last lap, even though the season is over. I wanted to look through all of that. But then I saw the cutest little bowls. Here they are. The set was, I think, $3.99. I've already taken the price off and washed them, but I really, really love this blueprint. I think that's so sweet, and I just love that vintage style. What was really fun about these to me though was I have a very, very best friend who has been my friend since I was 3 years old. We met at the park when we were 3, and we have still been best friends. We were in each other's weddings. We have loved each other. I've helped deliver her son. It's always been a very close friendship. But these bowls are actually monogrammed, and that is her initials. So I thought that was so cool. They're actually out of order, but I thought it was so cool that it had her initials on them. So her birthday just passed, and I kind of thought about giving these to her, but I also just like that it's a little trinket that makes me think of her. So I'll probably end up passing these along to her because she loves that vintage style as well. She's got a lot of blue in her kitchen, so I'll probably pass these along to her. But I thought they were so sweet, and when I saw the monogram, I knew that they had to be mine. Next, I saw the little packages of China. Now, I love China. It just is an obsession of mine. I love different patterns. I love mixing them. I just think it's so much fun. And I love the thought that goes into China. That's why I think it's so special, because no matter how old it is, some lady 50, 60 years ago sat in a store and looked at all the patterns and tried to pick out the perfect pattern for her family. And it's before she got married, it's before she had children, and now she's probably a great grandma. And it's just so neat to think about all the love that went into picking that pattern. This was kind of a hodgepodge conglomeration of things that didn't really go together but kind of did, that the thrift store put together. So I thought that was fun. In the video, when I was looking at the dishes, I couldn't really see the bottom dish, but it ended up being these beautiful dishes. And these are actually the dishes that my mom has. So I am going to be giving these 2 plates to my mom because she's always so worried that her china is going to get broken by my kids. And I think that's a valid concern. But I think that this will kind of put her at ease to know that there are some options there. And I paid $2.99 for these 2 plates and the next couple of items I'm going to show you. This little plate does not match the rest of the set, but I think it is so beautiful. I love this pattern. That pink and purple is so dainty and feminine. I would love a whole set exactly like that. It's so beautiful. So I was really tickled about this piece as well. Because it's just a single plate, I'm probably just gonna put it up on the wall somewhere. Or I thought about also adding in a little peg and letting it be a ring stand, maybe for someone special like one of my friends for Valentine's Day, we'll see. But I thought this pattern was just precious and loved it. And I think that it's gonna be a really great little addition. I also noticed that this is dishwasher safe, which is wild. So it must not be that antique if you could stick it in the dishwasher, but that doesn't make it any less beautiful. The next 2 items definitely have a lot more wear than the others, but I still think they're so sweet. So first, this little saucer that I believe does go with the other dishes. It just has that same style. And then this cutie little cappuccino cup. I just love how teeny tiny that is. And I don't think you can tell how teeny tiny it is on camera. Let me put it a little bit closer to me so you can see how tiny it is. Delish. Fancy. So sweet. And I think that my kids actually will really enjoy using this to have little parties. They love my mother-in-law's antique tea set. So I think that they will really enjoy this and having to feel a little bit fancy with their little teacups. The last thing that was in that little bundle was this adorable bud vase. You could also use this to store matches if that's what you're about. It's by Ainsley, and when I looked these up online, they actually are pretty valuable, but that's not really why I thrift. I just thought it was so cute. I thought the shape of this is really nice, and I like to incorporate these colors. My mom has also recently redone her dining room in blue and pink, and I thought this would be such a great addition to her dining room. So hopefully I can gift this to her. Her birthday just passed as well, but I'm thinking of gifting this to her so that she can enjoy a little extra pink and purple and blue. But I do think it's a really beautiful little piece, and it'll go with her china she already has out. The next thing we picked up was these adorable teacups. I was absolutely in love with that blue flower. So cute. These are Corningware. So I was super excited when I found them because I know how popular Corningware is right now. So that was important, but also because I love them. The Corningware also just holds up better, so I wasn't quite as scared of my children breaking them. And they were $1.99 a piece, so I knew that if they did break them, it wouldn't totally break my heart. I'm thinking of displaying them hanging in my china cabinet so that you can kind of see the cutie little handles. But I thought they were really, really sweet, and it was a set of 3. I just think they're adorable, so I had to bring these home. The next 2 items are kind of weird, so just prepare yourself. This first one's the least weird of the 2, so I'm gonna start with it. It's a beautiful etched Mickey Mouse glass. Now this thing is heavy. This is a really nice mug, and it was only $2, but when I picked it up, I was like, this is beautiful. I love this little collector's item. But then I turned it around and I happened to see Debbie. And I thought that was so sweet. Trey has a sweet, sweet Aunt Debbie who always lets us stay with her when we go to Disney World. And I thought, what a great gift for her the next time that we head to Disney to be able to give her as a thank you. So not a huge expense, but definitely something to show her that we're thankful. So I thought this was a really precious little find, and I'm gonna store it safely so we can give it to her the next time we head down and go to Disney. All right, this next one is definitely the weirdest. Are you ready? It's a Cars milkshake glass. But the reason it's so special is because it's from Disneyland, which is absolutely so much fun. So this was donated by someone who's been to Disneyland and was able to go to Cars Land in Disneyland. That was really special to me because my nephew, actually, he has had an incredibly difficult first year of life. He was diagnosed with biliary atresia. He ended up needing a liver transplant and had that at the age of 8 months old and has recovered beautifully, and God has just been faithful through all of that. But he loves cars, and he watched the Cars movie hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times while he was in the hospital. So when I see something with cars on it that I think they can incorporate into their home, I know that that movie to them is kind of a symbol of strength. So even though it's just a movie about animated cars, to them it's more than that. So I picked up this little item for them. Next, I picked up a couple of cute picture frames. I immediately loved these wood frames. They are a set of 2. This one is definitely in worse shape than this one, but the glass is intact, and I like that gold rim. I think that just adds a lot of character. I think these would be really beautiful stacked on top of each other. Hi. Maybe with recipes inside. I thought about putting fabric in and then using like a thumbtack, maybe taking the glass out and using a thumbtack to pin recipes like that our grandmothers have written onto the board itself. So I think that could be really fun and really special. So I really liked those, and they were very affordable, $1 a piece. The time has come. Baskets, 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 baskets. I love you. So this is a basket. I don't have a problem with baskets at all. So this little basket, or big basket, was full of this Christmas stuff. And I'm not gonna use that stuff. But my mom has a pink Christmas tree. Maybe she would like it. I'm gonna set it aside for her, and she can decide whether or not she wants it or if she wants to donate it back to the thrift store. But I fell in love with the basket. So I know that on camera it probably looks a little distressed, but really the basket itself is in really good shape. It's not missing any pieces or anything. The wicker is in really good shape. The paint is just chipped, and I kind of love that the paint is chipped, but my husband did say that he thinks it would be better in our home if it was painted brown, so I'll probably take a can of spray paint to it. But I did really love this. I thought it would be a beautiful catch-all for things like blankets or even just a cutie little cat bed. I just immediately fell in love, and I love the handle. And for just $5.99, I had to pick it up. All right, the next couple of items are actually clothing items that I picked up and foolishly did not try on, or didn't ask my sister if she actually wanted them, just got excited. And I ended up posting them on my Poshmark and eBay. But the first, I was super excited about this skirt. I picked it up and I thought for sure this was gonna fit me. And it for sure is not. It's a 2, and I'm not that. I guess I was just hoping and praying. But this beautiful gingham skirt, I love gingham. It's my favorite, and I love that tier look. I love a midi skirt, as you all know. And I was just so excited that I didn't care what size it was. I had to have it. And that was crazy. So anyway, it doesn't fit me. I asked my sister, who's smaller, and she said, that's not really my style. And I said, okay, so somebody needs this beautiful skirt, right? So I listed it on my Poshmark and my eBay, and hopefully somebody will get it for a great price. The next item is this gorgeous Calvin Klein coat. The color is magnificent. So in love, thought it was so beautiful. It's got this beautiful collar. It was absolutely stunning. I thought it was gonna fit me. Got it home, no such luck. So this one also ended up on the Poshmark. But it's already sold because it's such a beautiful piece. It's stunning, and it needed to go to a colder climate because this is a beautiful wool blend. This is gonna keep somebody so toasty and warm and fashionable this winter. The next item was another moment of delusion. So I am probably a 9 in juniors if I am having a good day. These are a 5, but I was convinced that I could wear them. but I was only convinced because I loved them and I loved this pattern so much. I loved the hearts, it's so sweet, and that wide leg is so beautiful. I just couldn't. So these are actually too big for my sister, too small for me, so they're a size 5. So I listed them, and I hope somebody gets to wear these gorgeous pants. I looked them up online, and they were $100 brand new. You can still buy them from the designer. This gorgeous piece, I hate that it wasn't the right size for me. I just absolutely loved it. These little patches are so sweet. Okay, enough of the stuff that didn't fit. Now for the stuff that did. And of course, I'm gonna put a video of me trying it on over here or over here so you guys can see it. This was the first clothing item that I picked up during this trip, and it was the best. So I am in love with this skirt. So it's actually more of a maxi length, which is not normally my vibe, but the pattern was so beautiful. And one thing I love about a vintage skirt is the way that the waist cinches you so well. I don't know if women were just built different in the 80s and 90s, but waists were tiny, hips were curvy, and it just accentuates all the things that make you a lady. And I just thought it was so beautiful. The next skirt was also a vintage skirt find. I paid $249 for this adorable skirt. I do think that originally it might have been, it's time and true. So this a cute floral skirt, absolutely adorable. I thought this would be so cute. Oh, it's cute with this shirt. I thought it would be so cute with a casual t-shirt, or I could wear it to work. I do love to wear a midi and maxi skirt to work. It just feels modest and pretty and professional. So I have that, and I'm excited to wear it soon. I thought the cute little pink flowers were so springy and fun, perfect for the spring season. And then my last clothing item of this haul is this beautiful black skirt with the lavender flowers. Absolutely in love. Still looking for my perfect lavender cardigan. One day she'll come to me, but not this day. But when I saw this, I just absolutely fell in love. My husband said, I'm not so sure about that. I said, well, I am, so don't worry, she's coming home. And this one was $3.49. The brand on it is So, S-O. Now maybe the rest of it's come off. All I know is I love the way it looks on me. It's so comfortable. Maybe that's what So stands for, so comfortable. But it's soft and flowy and has lots and lots of stretch. I was absolutely in love the minute I touched it, and when I put it on, I was ready to take on the day. The last item from this haul was actually for my husband. Pro tip, okay? If your husband's not big on you thrifting, and mine is not a hater. He loves that I thrift, he likes that I save money, and he likes that this is a fun hobby that I'm really passionate about. But if your husband's a hater, okay, always try to find him something really cool at the thrift store, and he can't hate, right? So what my husband found was actually this beautiful, well, is it beautiful? It's really cool. So this pullover by Southern Point Company. This is a really high-end brand here in the South. There are no stains, no rips or tears. The zipper works beautifully, and it's got the cutie little Southern Point dog. This piece was $8.69. Normally these go for about $90. So he was really tickled to find this. So he's gonna be enjoying this while the weather is still cool, and I just couldn't wait to show it to you guys as well. When I unwrapped the Southern Point Co. pullover, I realized I did have one more item that I hadn't showed you. It was the last item in that clip, this adorable little vase. Now, I don't think she's vintage. I think she's probably from the Hoblob or Michael's or maybe even the Dollar Tree, but I immediately loved that hobnob pattern, and I thought it would be so beautiful this summer with water and flowers inside. I just thought it was a perfect little piece, great for styling. So I knew that I wanted it. It was very inexpensive, $2.99, and I had to have it. So she came home with me too. Okay guys, that's the haul. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. It means so much. And if you could like, that boosts the algorithm so more people can find me. I'd love to make more videos like this. It's so fun to know that there are people out there who actually want to see me talk about thrifting. I think that's so much fun that you're out there, and it really kind of feels like I've got friends that I've never met. If you made it to the end of this video, let's comment baskets, 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 or maybe just baskets for, you know, just to keep it short. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!